I was supposed to be a doctor. My sister was supposed to be a doctor. I got to Harvard and decided it was a party school, which was clearly not the function, but I did it anyway. And I partied for 4 years. And senior year came around and like, you got to have a certain amount of science and biology and grades to get in there. And I said, oh crap, I don't have it. And I called daddy up. He says, I don't know what you're going to do, baby, but I'm going to stop sending you money the minute you stop learning things. So figure it out. So I ran and took the LSAT. And I've always been really good at standardized testing. So I got into Penn Law and I went just so my father wouldn't cut me off.
A few moments later.
Judge Lynn Toler is going to say something right here that's going to point to what I tell you men all the time about the quality of woman you want to be a wife just isn't available anymore, because the women who are broke want a man, need a man who making money, and the women who make money want a man who's making money. So if you're not making money, even the woman who has more than she needs still wants a man who's making money. A woman doesn't understand. If you want to be provided for, you're going to have to need provision. If you're going to get the money, you don't need provision. You're going to have to break bread.
Tell us the truth!
Think about her age and think about when the last time you heard a woman say something like this. Let's check it out, man.
My husband had 4 kids.
Damn.
From his first wife. He had no money.
Oh!
But he loved me.
What more do you want from me?
It's a lot in black dating world, and I don't know if it's like this in the white dating world, but it's all about, are you high value? Are you an alpha male? Are you a beta male? What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? It's gotten very superficial. They had this guy named Kevin Samuels.
Listen, man.
He used to give this, you just tell women, you're too fat, you'll never get anybody.
Yeah.
It's become very adversarial, at least in some areas of the black community, but they're not looking for what we were looking for. They want value, and I wanted companionship. We do so much time on the internet now, you know, we are aggregating everybody else's angst by watching their sad stories, and then we're trying to prove a point, you know, well, I'm high value and I can get this guy and that guy. They're comparing what kind I got, how much, how good I got, how much money I got, how pretty I am, and, you know, is my guy an alpha guy, and I don't date guys with under $100,000. My husband had 4 kids from his first wife. He had no money, but he loved me. And look, I made more money now because I made a guy who made less than I did and was never going to make as much as I did. But he and I ended up doing quite well because he was the brother I needed.
That's a bar.
He couldn't have done it without me, and I couldn't have done it without him. That's when you've hit the jackpot.
Some of y'all don't even understand that concept because y'all younger and y'all trapped in this social media life, man. I'm going to be honest with you, man. And I want y'all to understand this. If the majority of what you get from life, if the majority of the information you get about life, about love, about life, about relationships, about money, about everything, if the majority of what you get comes from online, you're lost. Because very few people online are in situations that you would want to be in. Like very few men online who have a wife got a wife who was a virgin. Very few men online got a wife and they were their wife's first choice. Very few men online have a wife. You know, the ones who talk about this wife this and wife that, very few of those guys have a wife who would be there for them if they lost everything. Very few of them will. Very few of them do. Very few of them have a wife that they haven't put hands on. Very few of them have a wife that, you know, that hasn't cheated on them. Very few. Now, I'm telling you these things because I know these things. There's an underlying life that everyone lives that's not on social media. You can put whatever you want to put on social media and be living totally different at home. You know what I'm saying? This background you see behind me, I could be in a room as small as a closet. This could be the corner of a closet. You don't know. You have no idea. You just don't know. And that's what I'm telling you. The majority of what you get, you got to open your eyes and look around you outside. When you look around you outside in the real world, you see a bunch of couples that are together and been together for a long time. You just go to the grocery store and watch them couples that be in that man be 60 and 70 years old walking through that bit holding hands. Yeah, you see it all around you. You go, all these men you deal with in business, they got these wives, you know, man, listen, I'll be somewhere chilling, man. I'll be, let's say I'm getting my car worked on. Say I'm getting my car washed or something, or I'm getting my car detailed, not washed. I wash it myself, but I'm getting it detailed, that thorough detail you get between the seasons. So you can get the wintertime gunk off for the springtime and get the springtime pollen and gunk off for the bugs and all that for the summertime, and then get all that gunk and all that sticky stuff and all that pollen and all that, sap from trees and stuff off for the winter, for the fall time. Then that time, man, there's a dude that I go to, bro. And the first time I went there, older dude, take his time, man. You know what I'm saying? You might well drop your car off. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't going to want to sit there and wait for it. But when you get it back, you're going to be able to go through your car with a fine tooth comb. And anything that you would have touched as a car owner, he going to touch it. And you know what happens, man? Every time I've ever been there, you know what happens? His wife personally brings him lunch from home. Man say he ain't spent no money outside of home on food in 40 years. 40 years. Ain't spent no money outside of home. I got a partner. I call him my partner because I've been doing with him so long that, that's my partner. But I got another partner, man. Him and their wife been married, man, for 20 years. Between the two of them, they haven't eaten out in 17 years. Every single meal they have is at home together, sitting at the table, having dinner together, talking about their day together. The problem is, people in relationships today don't understand what it means to be there for someone and have that person be there for you as well. Everyone is there for themselves. And that's really the major issue of what's going on. Everyone is there for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Everybody looking for the next best thing. And when you hear a woman talk like this, you have to understand that if you're not going to be in a situation with somebody who has this mindset that they want what they need, you can't want what you want. A bunch of women out here, man, talking about what they want. They don't even need that. A bunch of guys out here talking about what they want. They don't even need that. Relationships aren't about what you want. What you want, you get that shit yourself on your own. If you're going to talk about being in a relationship, then all you have to get in a relationship is what you need. When you go to a job, you don't get what you want. You get what you need. You don't go in there and say, man, well, I want to make, $50 million. You don't go in there and say that. You go in there with the idea of what you need for your salary requirements in order for you to do this job effectively and feel like you're properly compensated. When you go to the doctor, you don't go in there and get what you want. You go in there and get what you need. If you want to go in there, man, you want a clean bill of health. If something wrong with you, you ain't going to say, oh, don't worry about it, doc. I ain't worrying about that. That ain't even wrong. You read that wrong. You ain't going to do that. You're going to say, okay, cool. Let me take care of this. So let's be honest about what's going on out here and accept the fact that people are out here dealing with people that don't even like them. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going for what you want. What you need is a person that actually like your ass. You need somebody that actually respects you. You want somebody that look good on your arm, but you need somebody that respects you. You want somebody that look good on the outside. You need somebody that got a high content of character on the inside. Let me tell y'all something, man. The most top-notch pimp principle I can give you is to judge your woman by her content of character first, her physical beauty second. Now, attraction, you're going to be attracted to the physical beauty first. But before you try to get in any kind of relationship with any woman, you never do that based on the beauty. You do that based on the content of character. So you see how it takes time to sift through people. So you can find that combination of physical attractiveness and content of character that equals perfection when it comes to what you need in a relationship. Now, they say nobody's perfect. No, nobody's perfect. But two people together should be able to make a perfect relationship. When people say, man, arguing and fighting and all that and fussing and going through all that shit, that's a part of a relationship. No, it's not. That's not a part of relationships. What we talking about? I got a partner, man. We've been partner for 20 years. Man, we ain't never had a debate or nothing. Now, do we have some discussions? Yes, we have some discussions. But we've never even had a heated discussion. We're both passionate about the things that we discuss. We discuss those things, man. We respect one another's opinion. We've never had a fallout. The few partners that I have, we have never had a falling out. If we have a falling out, then there's a lack of respect there. If we're arguing and fussing and fighting, there's a lack of respect there. If we're debating and going through things, there's a lack of respect there. we gotta understand, man, in this society that you can't deal with someone who doesn't respect you. It's about respect. And you know if someone respects you from the first conversation. From the first conversation. I did a live stream with our Slim Thug the other day, man. Got a couple pieces of content coming up about that I clipped from that live stream. Man, listen, the guy sitting down in a podcast with two women and saying, yeah, I want to take both of y'all down. I like y'all. I want to take both of y'all down. They shut him down completely. Why? Because the man wasn't even aware of the level of disrespect that was. I want y'all to understand something. Everybody at least believes they deserve a level of respect. So why don't you think you deserve a level of respect? Before you're 30 years old, you don't even have the wisdom to determine if a woman is who she needs to be unless you know her family. That's why all of these years, you look at these other cultures, families that know each other have raised their daughters and sons to be married because everyone knows how troubling it is and how troublesome it is to wife up the wrong woman or be wifed up by the wrong man. Everyone knows. Only in America, and mostly with American black folks, is it okay to just meet a perfectly strange person that you don't know nothing about and hop your ass right in a serious relationship with them. It don't even make sense. It's dumb. It's dumb. Y'all to be the guy in a relationship with somebody ain't even met their family yet. How you living with somebody you ain't even met their parents yet? How dumb is that? Their parents could be countable, so you don't even know. Get Out is real, man. A bunch of y'all living like the movie Get Out. Y'all all in a relationship with somebody, all engaged, about to get married, man. Don't even know how many brothers they got. Don't even know what their family history is, dog.